The strong wind signal number 3 is still hoisted, and this means that winds with mean speeds of 41 to 62 kilometers per hour are expected. At 5 a.m, Typhoon Peggy was centered about 340 kilometers east-southeast of Hong Kong and is forecast to move northwest at about 15 kilometers per hour towards eastern Guangdong. During the early morning, Typhoon Peggy slowed down slightly and also took a more northwesterly track. If it moves as expected, the center of Peggy will cross the South China coast later tonight, making landfall to the east and within 200 kilometers of Hong Kong. Winds are already strong offshore and over the coastal waters, and gusts of 79 kph have been recorded at Waglan Island. There will be squally showers tonight, and over 100 millimeters of rainfall can be expected over the next few days.
10:15 this morning, this is the information on Typhoon Peggy. A reminder that the strong wind signal number 3 is still up. And this means that winds with mean speeds of 41 to 62 kilometers an hour are expected. At 10 o'clock, Typhoon Peggy was centered about 220 kilometers east-southeast of Hong Kong and is forecast to move northwest at 13 kilometers an hour towards eastern Guangdong. During the morning, Typhoon Peggy continued to move north-northwestwards at about 13 kilometers an hour towards eastern Guangdong, and Peggy remains an intense typhoon with maximum wind speeds of about 130 kilometers an hour near the center. If it moves as expected, it will land over the South China coast within 150 kilometers to the east of Hong Kong near Shanwei tonight. However, there's still a chance for it to come closer to Hong Kong, and winds over the Hong Kong waters are now generally strong, with gusts reaching 83 and 96 kilometers an hour at Waglan Island and Cheung Cha, respectively. Present indications are that local winds will continue to increase during the day and may reach gale force this evening. It may therefore be necessary to hoist the number 8 gale or storm signal later today. Rain bands of Peggy are now affecting Hong Kong, and there'll be frequent squally showers. Rainfall amount will be in excess of 100 millimeters over the weekend. At 10 o'clock, the center of Typhoon Peggy was near 21.6 degrees north, 116.2 degrees east.
Number 3 is hoisted, and this means that winds with mean speeds of 41 to 62 kilometers per hour are expected. At noon, Typhoon Peggy was centered about 170 kilometers east of Hong Kong and is forecast to move northwest at 13 kilometers per hour towards the South China coast near Shanwei. Typhoon Peggy continues to move northwestwards closer to the South China coast. Winds over the Hong Kong waters are now generally strong, with gusts reaching 94 and 104 kilometers per hour at Waglan Island and Cheung Cha, respectively. Present indications are that winds will turn to the southwest this evening and may reach gale force. It may therefore be necessary to hoist a number 8 gale or storm signal in the afternoon. You're advised not to delay in taking all precautions to protect your home or property. Make sure now that all loose objects are secure. Porch furniture, flower pots and other objects likely to be blown away should be taken indoors. Check again and make sure all windows and doors can be securely locked. Storm water drains should be cleared of leaves and rubbish, especially if you're in low-lying areas. Engineers, architects and contractors are again reminded that all scaffoldings, hoardings and temporary buildings should be secured. Near 22.1 degrees north, 115.8 degrees east.
That's 2:15 by the Royal Observatory. Strong wind signal number 3 is hoisted, means that winds with mean speeds of 41 to 62 kilometers per hour are expected. At 2 o'clock, Typhoon Peggy was centered about 160 kilometers east of Hong Kong, forecast to move northwest at 13 kilometers per hour towards the South China coast near Shanwei. Peggy is still maintaining its typhoon intensity with maximum wind speed of about 130 kilometers per hour near the center. A ship at 110 kilometers to the south-southwest of the center reported westerly winds of 96 kilometers per hour. Strong winds are now affecting Hong Kong, with gusts reaching 130 to 108 kilometers per hour at Tates Ken and Cheung Cha, respectively. Local winds will turn to southwesterly and may increase further in strength to reach gale force this evening, as the harbour area is more exposed to winds from this direction. It may therefore be necessary to hoist the number 8 gale or storm signal during the afternoon. You're advised not to delay in taking all precautions to To protect your home or property, make sure now that all loose objects are secure. Porch furniture, flower pots and other objects likely to be blown away should be taken indoors. Check again and make sure all windows and doors can be securely locked. Stormwater drains should be cleared of leaves and rubbish. This applies particularly to dwellers in low-lying areas. Listen to your radio, watch your television for further weather broadcasts. Engineers, architects and contractors are again reminded that all scaffolding, hoardings and temporary buildings should be secured. At 2 p.m, the centre of Typhoon Peggy was near 22.3 degrees north to 115.7 degrees east.
天文台喺下午3時30分發出最新有關熱帶氣旋之警告，8號西南烈風或暴風信號喺下午3時30分懸掛，表示預料本港吹西南風，平均風力每小時超過62公里。喺下午3時，颱風培基集結喺香港東北偏東大約130公里，向西北移動，時速20公里，直吹汕尾附近之華南海岸。颱風培基嘅速度已經增強，現正在南中國海岸汕尾附近。本港將會轉吹西南風，維多利亞港因而將會更受吹襲，風力將會增強至烈風程度。因此8號烈風信號現正懸掛，西南風將會帶來大量雨水及狂風驟雨。預料本港今晚將會繼續吹強勁嘅西南烈風，不過明日培基登陸時風勢將會轉弱。預料週末天氣將會密雲以及有狂風驟雨。請各位盡快完成家中各項防風措施，將窗門鎖緊。若有可能，請在門窗背後加上橫閂，將膠紙條貼在當風嘅大玻璃窗上，萬一玻璃破裂，亦都可以減少損失。請在可能情況之下，請安排返家或至安全地方。請將汽車停放喺最安全嘅地方。切勿在屋內當風窗戶附近站立。將家私及貴重物件搬離當風嘅窗戶。請預早選定屋內一個安全地方，以防玻璃萬一破裂時可以躲避。光管招牌物主請注意，現在應該作出安排，截斷光管招牌嘅電源。本台喺每小時嘅15分、30分、45分以及58分都有最新消息報告。喺下午3時，颱風培基集結喺北緯22.6度、東經115.4度附近。天文台將會喺下午4時15分再發出有關熱帶氣旋之警告。風暴消息報告完畢。香港天文台喺下午4時15分發出最新有關熱帶氣旋之警告。8號西南烈風或暴風信號現正懸掛，表示預料本港吹西南風，平均風力每小時超過62公里。喺下午4時，颱風培基集結喺香港東面大約130公里，向西北移動，時速20公里，進入廣東。颱風培基經已橫過南中國海岸。喺香港東面130公里外汕尾附近，香港將會繼續吹強風，預料不久將會轉吹西南烈風，因此香港天文台已經喺下午3時30分懸掛8號烈風信號，預測天氣將會進一步轉壞，狂風暴雨將會繼續影響本港。喺過去數小時內，大老山嘅風力每小時達到130公里。喺下午4時，颱風培基集結喺北緯22.7度、東經115.4度附近。請各位盡快完成家中各項防風措施，將窗門鎖緊。如果有可能，請在門窗背後加上橫閂。將膠紙條貼在當風嘅大玻璃窗上，萬一玻璃破裂時，亦都可以減少損失。喺可能情況之下，請安排返家或者至安全地方。 請將汽車停放喺最安全嘅地方。本台喺每小時嘅15分、30分、45分以及58分都有最新消息報告。切勿喺屋內當風窗戶附近站立，將家私及貴重物件搬離當風嘅窗戶。請預早選定屋內一個安全地方，以防玻璃萬一破裂時可以躲避。光管招牌物主請注意，現在應該作出安排，截斷光管招牌嘅電源。天文台將會喺下午5時15分再次發出有關熱帶氣旋之警告。風暴消息報告完畢。